everybody, and welcome to Songs from the Wayside. I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm so happy that we can share some music with you today. My name's Karen Pittleman, and my band is called Karen and the Sorrows, though these days all the sorrows are just me. I've been singing sad queer country songs since 2011 and putting on queer country shows for about a decade, up until everybody went back to performing live and I couldn't follow. I have an amazing show for you today. I'm really excited to get to the performances. Just a couple of things I wanted to share with you first. One is, I've been thinking a lot about what it means to fall by the wayside, and that at least there is power in that vantage point and the ways that we can make connections between everything and try to understand what's happening and try to hold on to each other, because with every day it becomes more and more clear we're all each other has. And along those lines, I just wanted to share a couple of quotes from an article that the performers today and I felt like really spoke to how we're thinking about what solidarity means. The article's called Pandemic Apathy Allows Genocide, and it's by Shishi, and I'll put a link in the show notes to the full article. I really hope you'll check it out. Pandemic safety is a branch on the tree of liberation for all marginalized people everywhere. Pandemic apathy is a tool of white supremacy that aids ethnic cleansing, genocides, racism, and lack of climate emergency awareness. So yeah, just thinking about how all these things are connected. Okay. So I think that was all things I wanted to share with you before we got started. One last thing. If you can, I know times are tough, but if you can afford to send a tip to the performers today, I will put a link in the show notes how to do that. It'll go to me, but then it will go directly to Cade and Meet the Bug and Zoe. So we thank you for that, and we thank you for your presence, for being here with us today. All right, let's get started. Our first performer is Meet the Bug, and Meet the Bug has been producing music since 2017 and is an active member of the Philly DIY community. I'm gonna put a link to a really amazing live session they did for NPR last year that you definitely need to watch. They're also always posting new things to their YouTube, so you need to check that out. I'm also going to share a link to one of their songs from their EP that's been really burned into my brain. It's this short but perfect song called Someone You Love that just makes me think of sort of like Erykah Badu neo soul energy, but channeled through the kind of harmonies that I imagine would have kept Brian Wilson up all night when he was stuck in his room. When Meet the Bug performs live, they wear a mask and they lug an air purifier and they try to hand out rapid tests and masks when they can. And there's just this great quote that they gave to Mask Together America in an interview that I wanted to share, just to kind of share some bits of inspiration with you throughout the show today, about the different ways that all these performers are trying to share their music and also keep themselves and everyone else safe. Meet the Bug said, my actions won't stop the pandemic, but they can help create a break in the chain of transmission. Each person who avoids getting COVID or is able to isolate early because of these small interventions is a win in my book. So here is Meet the Bug performing two songs for us, Who Are They and Mysterious Ways.
How many times will we let them dodge bullets from guns they paid a fortune for, then claim they've never seen before. How many lives can they take without permission? In the name of taming terrorists and the savages that live with them. I guess I'm lucky to be an American, 'cause a rubber band to the skin hurts worse the further they can pull it. Sex sells, but so does war. School to prison, tell me what was freedom for? Who are they to tell us who freedom's for? I was taught not to ask for too much, find contentment in never enough, for God works in mysterious ways, and the earth would belong to me someday. Constraint of instinctual demeanor. Does freedom of will come with freedom of thought? Or does freedom ring in gunshots? Meekness, is that synonymous with weakness? Meekness, is that synonymous with weakness? Meekness, is that synonymous with weakness? I was taught not to ask for too much, find contentment in never enough, for God works in mysterious ways, and the earth would belong to me someday. Well, what if I were mysterious ways, and what if you were mysterious ways, and what if we were mysterious ways? and the earth could belong to we someday.
Our next performer is Cade Braynen, and they are a musician and a scholar and a composer, a teacher, and an advocate for increasing accessibility and diversity in the classical music world. Some of their recent academic work has included presentations on gender dynamics in the piano literature, an illustrative comic about the life of Black composer Joseph Bologna, and a programming project featuring living disabled composers. It's been hard to find COVID-safe ways to perform, especially since they need a grand piano and a concert hall, and that's been even harder ever since they completed their master's degree in 2023. But luckily, Cade has shared some beautiful performances from their graduate recital online, so we can still listen in. I'm going to share a link to two of my favorites in the show notes. One that really blew me away was their performance of, I'm going to say this wrong, Oleg Plotnikov's cycle. Sorry. It's called The Planets, which I never heard before, and I really loved their performance of especially the piece in the last piece in the cycle called Neptune, which made me cry, and I'm sure that says something about me astrologically. I'm not sure what, so I guess let me know if you're an astrologer. So here is Cade performing Bach's Partita No. 2 in C minor. And they sent me some really excellent notes on the piece that I just wanted to read a little bit to you from so you can absorb some of their scholarship too. This is a substantial and rather solemn work from the set of 6 partitas. It has 6 movements of distinct characters, all with their own stories to tell and depths of emotion to explore. All but one is based on Baroque dances that people used to perform, and these showcase both Bach's seriousness and incredible sense of humor. A capriccio in particular has a lively, whimsical style with a free form to its construction. Large leaps have to be successfully achieved in succession and in tempo, while either or both hands could be handling up to 2 other voices that sing with and off of each other in a contrapuntal manner. And contrapuntal means separate tunes being played at the same time. The theme that starts the entire movement is declamatory, giving the impression of a stately figure boldly entering a room. Starting on an offbeat also adds to the forward momentum throughout, which can be heard and felt each time the rhythm appears. In the second half, Bach inverts the direction of the notes in the theme, which is typical of other final suite movements, such as gigs. This adds another layer of intrigue and, of course, difficulty. In the end, this is a wonderful and catchy example of the many ways Bach can contribute both fugal ingenuity and fun. All right, here's Cade. imagine this show, I always imagined that we needed to have a little PSA section to share some useful information and something a little bit hopeful. So I reached out to the Sick Times and asked them to talk a little bit about what they do and why they do it. So I'm very grateful to the founders of the Sick Times, Betsy and Miles, for sharing a little bit more about their work. Here they are.
Hi, everyone. I'm Betsy Ladejets.
And I'm Miles Griffiths.
We're the co-founders of The Sick Times, which is an independent news site focused on long COVID-related chronic diseases and chronicling the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. So we do different kinds of journalism coverage. We do weekly COVID-19 updates and research updates, trying to help folks stay updated on the state of the pandemic, disease levels in the United States, as well as what's going on in the world of long COVID research, new studies that are coming out, clinical trials, stuff like that. And then we do reported news features covering everything from challenges people are having with getting healthcare for long COVID to arts and culture. We published a story about a new musical recently that was about myalgic encephalomyelitis, just to give you an idea of kind of the range. And we also publish essays by people with long COVID and others who are affected by this disease and this crisis. As well, in addition to our website, we have a weekly newsletter and a podcast, which is called Still Here. So you can find all of that at thesicktimes.org.
So Betsy and I launched the Sick Times in the fall of 2023. We'd both been covering COVID-19 and long COVID for since the beginning of the pandemic at that point. And we were just sort of let down by a lot of the coverage on long COVID and COVID-19. The mainstream media and a lot of other outlets just started to ignore it, minimize it. So we wanted to found a publication that took it as serious as the disease and COVID-19 are. So our goal has been to platform people with long COVID, especially, those most affected, people living with the illness, their caretakers, their family, and really put them at the center of coverage, which a lot of mainstream coverage has failed to do over the years. We also want to hold public officials accountable. So we've been covering one of the biggest studies on long COVID, the NIH's Recover, which has been sort of Betsy's main beat over the past few years, is really doing full analyses on this.
Explaining why people are mad about it, how they're trying to respond to how mad people are, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
And then we also cover, other research from private companies, patient-led groups. So we really try to encompass just everything that's going on in long COVID and associated chronic diseases.
Yeah. And we're open for pitches, tips. So if you have an idea for a story, or if you have a question about something in the long COVID space and you haven't really found any articles that have a good answer to it, reach out to us and we'll do our best. Of course, we're a small team and we can't tackle every interesting story, but we really try to provide vital information that people can use as they're continuing to navigate this ongoing crisis.
To follow us along, check us out at thesicktimes.org. You can follow us on socials at the Sick Times. That's our handle across most. On Blue Sky, we're thesicktimes.bluesky.social. You can subscribe to our free weekly newsletter. Comes to your inbox. And if you would like to support our work, you can make tax deductible donations. You can find where to donate on our website.
Yeah. Okay.
Next up is Zoe Boekbinder, who is both a musician and a painter. And they've been touring and recording since 2005. They've collaborated with artists like Annie DeFranco, Amanda Palmer, and Julie Odell, and they're a founding creator of the Prison Music Project. Their most recent album, released this summer, is Wildflower. And not only is it incredibly gorgeous, it was also made by an all women and gender expansive team, because as a non-binary person, Zoe wanted to address how underrepresented folks are in the industry. My favorite song right now from it is Cover Up the Moon, and I'll put a link to that in the show notes. The video for that also, they animated, and it's really beautiful. This summer, they put together a whole COVID safer tour with all shows outside, N95 or KN95 masks required, and performers tested by Plus Life before each show. They also have a Patreon that you should definitely check out. I just became a member, and you can too. I'll put a link to that in the show notes. And I just wanted to share this one quote from their website. They write, "Music is as natural and as necessary as breath in the way they engage as an activist, and that songwriting has become their resistance language." I really love that. So here they are performing two songs for us, Spooky Truth and Let Go.
Are you afraid to tell it, or afraid of the people who do? Are you afraid that one day the truth will come for you? Come for you. Is it the truth that scares you? Is it the truth that scares you? Is it the truth that scares you? You are your own boogeyman. It is not an attack. It is no stab in the back. If it's more than you can take, it is time to change your ways. Change your ways. Is it the truth that scares you? Is it the truth that scares you? Is it the truth that scares you? You are your own boogeyman. You don't want to tell someone else to do something you can't do yourself. So you pull the wool over your own eyes and tell yourself lie after lie. How do you hide from what's true when someone's trying to tell it to you? Just because you don't want to believe it doesn't mean they're wrong to speak it. You don't wanna believe. Is it the truth that scares you? Is it the truth that scares you? truth that scares you? Is it the truth that scares you? Is it the truth that scares you? You are your own boogeyman. You can learn to trust yourself, trust the feelings that you felt, and know you deserve to be well. You deserve to be well. You can love somebody else better if you love yourself, and know you deserve to be well. You deserve to be well. You will falter, make mistakes, forgive yourself if you're to blame. Oh, for anyone you love, you do the same. For anyone you love, you do the same. If you think you can let go, you're the only one you can control. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Let go, let go, let go, let go. It's easy to let your mind go free, but left alone, it will go to those old dark places that it knows. Those dark places that it knows. But you can weave and you can wind, bask in all the light you find, and you can show the path around the shadow, the path around the shadow. When someone does not treat you right, you have a choice. You can decide not to keep that person in your life. Know you're worth it, you deserve the light. If you think you can let go, you're the only one you can control. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let
This first one is called The Gone. It's about talking with ghosts. Die, da, da, da. Die, die, die. Die, da, die, 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 die. Die, da, da, die. Die. So this next song is brand new. I never played it before. Part of the reason I really wanted to finally get it together to make this show was so I had somewhere to play it. Really needs a band. Really needs an electric guitar with some P90s and a Ben Trenchy kind of organ solo, but this is how it is. All right. What I thought we all believed about the great need. I knew that things would get worse. I just thought we'd fight them first. When they said just crawl down and hide, or just curl up and die, baby, you're free to decide how you want to fall by the wayside. When I turn around to see if you were there, still behind me. You said the air seems clear. There's nothing worth fighting for here. So go on and crawl down and hide, or just curl up and die. Baby, you're free to decide how you want to fall by the wayside. So just crawl down and hide, or just curl up and die. Baby, you're free to decide how you want to fall by the wayside. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. I'm really glad that we could share these songs with you. I'm always thinking about what Berlin Buyers Club said, which we're not alone, we're scattered. And yeah, thank you. And thank you to Cade and Meet the Bug and Zoe and the Sick Times for putting the show together with me and sending a lot of love and care your way out there. Hang in there.